नील बहल, व्हाट्स हैपनिंग इन द स्टॉक मार्केट?
3 लार्ज कंपनीज का आईपीओ आना है. दे आर $1 trillion काइंड ऑफ आईपीओस.
HDFCs और ICICs और कोटक जो आज 1-1.5 लाख रुपए कमा रहा है, कोई बैंक में स्टॉक लेना चाहिए उसको?
अगर आपने अपने बैंक अकाउंट में पैसे रख दिए और आप इन्वेस्ट नहीं करते हो ना, मैं आपको दावा दे सकता हूँ कि आपका खर्चा जरूर आएगा.
हेडलाइंस यूज करते हैं कि क्रैश करेगी मार्केट, तो यू फील कहते हो तो 100 साल से होता रहा है.
एक्सपीरियंस इन्वेस्टर्स डोंट इवन थिंक अबाउट कि मार्केट क्या करने वाला है.
जितना ब्लडबाथ ये लेजेंडरी स्टॉक्स में हुआ है, पीपल आर लिटिल स्केप्टिकल कि देखो जी ये आ जाएगा तो खत्म हो जाएंगे.
देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन मार्क.
FMCG 80 मल्टीपल्स पे चल रहा है, कोई ग्रोथ हो नहीं रही.
काफ़ी सारे चॉकलेट जो आप खाते हो इंडिया में चॉकलेट ही नहीं. आज का जो जेनजी है, दे सी द रैपर कि बॉस पीछे क्या लिखा है, मैं कितना केमिकल डालना चाहता हूँ अपने बॉडी के अंदर. माई बॉडी इज अ टेम्पल.
Are you saying that the market that they are going is no longer a market now?
If you go outside of Burma, you will not get space to sit. Why is that so?
If you have 10 rupees, would you put even 1 rupee in FMCG today? India, something to be proud of is how UPI, right?
Our lawmakers have done a good job.
India is sitting at many power plants are ready, so but there's no grid because grid takes 18 months.
There's definitely a choke point. Energy transition is theme number 1 in my book. Iran and Strait of Hormuz, उधर प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है, हमारे यहाँ पर एनर्जी क्राइसिस चालू हो जाएगी. What if this continues for 10 months?
How do you see the hospital sector?
AI can download everything, it cannot download an hospital bed.
दुनिया में इतनी रेगुलेशन तो कहीं नहीं है जहाँ आप इंडिया में है.
I think RBI is a super tough regulator.
Most of the people that are sitting as judges are running companies which are loss-making companies. आप Shark Tank के प्रोड्यूसर हो तो आपको अगर 5 शार्क्स चूज कर रहे हैं कि यार ये बैठेंगे Shark Tank में, कौन?
वॉरेन बफेट एक शार्क होगा तो क्या मजा आएगा.
जेनजी को क्या चाहिए?
ये दे आर एलियंस इफ यू आस्क मी.
25-26 साल की लड़की सुन रही है ये पॉडकास्ट, उसको समझा दो वैल्यूएशन कैसे देखते हैं.
I'll give away one of my secrets.
March 24th 2026. नील बहल, व्हाट्स हैपनिंग इन द स्टॉक मार्केट?
कुछ नया नहीं हो रहा है. यही हुआ जा रहा है लास्ट 100 साल से यही हो रहा है ग्लोबल मार्केट्स में. ऊपर नीचे तो पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ द गेम. खाली द एक्टर्स चेंज, सर्कमस्टेंसेस चेंज, बट द अंडरलाइंग is all the same. It goes up, it goes down, there are problems, you deal with it, valuations come down and markets deal with it again. So yeah, it's just a cycle with different actors.
So you are not wary about, you're a fund manager, you're the founder of Nijan PMS Capital and you're also my friend, right? सबसे पहले तो ये है कि तुम मेरा दोस्त है, बाद में ये सारी चीज़ें हैं. बट यू आर नॉट वेरी, यू आर नॉट कमिंग ऑन रिकॉर्ड एंड सेइंग कि स्टॉक मार्केट ये हो जाएगा 5 साल में, 10 साल में ऐसा हो जाएगा. थोड़ा और हमारे व्यूअर्स को थोड़ा और डिटेल में जाओ, देन वील डीप डाइव इनटू अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स जो मेरे आज दिमाग में है.
इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्टॉक मार्केट क्या कर जाएगा वो बोलना इज नॉट द करेक्ट थिंग. जो भी ये चीज़ पे फोकस करता है ना कि स्टॉक मार्केट ये करेगा, ये स्टॉक उतना ऊपर जाएगा, ये स्टॉप लॉस है मेरा, दे आर नॉट गेटिंग द बिगर पॉइंट. द बिगर पॉइंट इज टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज अ साइकिल. व्हेन वैल्यूएशंस बिकम एक्सपेंसिव, you cannot deal even with small problems. Even a small problem becomes a problem for the stock market. But when valuations become compelling, the late Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, he said something very interesting many years ago, that markets climb a wall of worries. तब तो मैं बहुत छोटा था, I didn't understand कि what is this markets climb a wall of worries. जब valuation become low enough, तो सारे प्रॉब्लम्स बिकम, आई डील विद द प्रॉब्लम. ये इतनी बड़ी, इट्स सच अ गुड कंपनी, इज अवेलेबल एट सच अ ग्रेट प्राइस, आई डील विद दिस मैक्रो सिचुएशन वॉट एवर इट इज. सो इट्स ऑल अ साइकिल. आई थिंक फॉर इन्वेस्टर्स इज इम्पॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि यार ये साइकिल क्या होता है. व्हेन आर स्टॉक्स एक्सपेंसिव, व्हेन शुड आई मेक अ एलोकेशन शिफ्ट, व्हेन आर स्टॉक्स वेरी चीप, व्हेन एम आई सपोज टू सेल माई डिफेंसिव एसेट्स, गेट इनटू अग्रेसिव smaller companies. So ये समझना is the main thing. Markets up and down, तो most experienced investors don't even think about कि market क्या करने वाला है. is my opinion.
तो अभी क्या खरीदना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए? सो व्हेन यू से साइकिल, सो दिस साइकिल बेस्ड ऑन द मैक्रो इश्यूज अभी तो क्रैश किया है, और डू यू फील कि वैल्यूएशंस और करेक्ट होंगी? कुछ तो स्टेटमेंट दो ना, इतने हमारे लोग हैं जो सोच रहे होंगे अभी नील कुछ बोलेगा, कोई प्रोडिक्शन देगा तो हम जाके अभी शेयर खरीदेंगे जाके.
देखिए, मैं प्रिडिक्शन कोई शेयर के बारे में तो नहीं कर सकता बिकॉज वी आर रेगुलेटेड, but in terms of valuations, I can give you a broad understanding, my broad understanding of valuations. If you asked me a few months ago when the markets had started to fall, I would say ki yes, markets are falling, we are oversold, but we are still not cheap on current earnings. We are still expensive would have been my idea. Yes, we are oversold, there can be a dead cat bounce, but we are not compelling valuations. But
what is compelling valuation? कि वो क्या valuation है जो आप बोलो कि हाँ भाई अब सस्ता हो गया?
compelling valuations have different phases. The best kind of compelling valuation is on current earnings. You are in a single digit PE ratio. मतलब आज के earnings पे आपका शेयर जैसे 7 times earnings या 8 times earnings पे चल रहा है. That is called compelling valuation. That is where you take the risk of up and down and don't mind. नीचे चला गया तो चला गया, मैंने डाल दिया यहाँ पर because I understand valuation and मैं घुस गया. Where we are today, if you ask me, we are reasonably priced on today's earnings, but we are, according to me, compelling valuations from 2 years to 3 years forward earnings. भी यहाँ से अगर earnings 15 to 20% CAGR के हिसाब से अगर 2 या 3 साल बढ़ेंगी, तो then lots of stocks in the stock market today are trading at single digit valuation, what you call compelling. But still on today's earnings, I would not say we are totally buy everything. But on forward earnings, I think that a patient investor, a stock picker who understands where the world is headed in terms of rapid technological advancements and many other things happening sideways, if you get a sense of where the world is headed, and if you are experienced investor and a patient investor, you can make decent investments today. And I think there's a possibility of good reward.
मतलब डिसेंट इन्वेस्टमेंट में अभी एंटर कर जाओ, मतलब बिकॉज अभी. सो डू यू फील इट इज जो हेडलाइंस यूज करते हैं कि क्रैश कर गई मार्केट, तो यू फील कि यार ये तो 100 साल से होता रहा है, ये तो करेक्ट की है मार्केट, और भी शायद करेक्ट करेगी, अभी घुस जाओ बिकॉज आगे बढ़ना होगा. सो दिस इज व्हाट यू मीन, मतलब बिल्कुल ही लेमैन भाषा में.
हाँ जी, मैं तो ये सब हेडलाइन देखता ही नहीं. आप हमारे ऑफिस में अंदर आके देखें, कोई ब्लूमबर्ग की स्क्रीन नहीं है, कोई टीवी नहीं चल रहा, कोई कुछ. यू हैव टू बी शांत, यू हैव टू बी एट पीस व्हेन यू वांट टू बिकम एन इन्वेस्टर, बिकॉज पिटना तो होना ही है. यू हैव टू टेक सम बैशिंग if you are going to be an investor. Market will never only give, it will sometimes also act against you. So at that point of time, if you bought something nicely, in the sense you've diversified your portfolio nicely, you know what you're doing, you bought at good valuations, then you should accept it's a part of the process that markets will go up, markets will go down, markets will go sideways. But yeah, that's the thing. If you understand broadly where the business direction is headed, like if you ask me today, what is one theme where you would have a sense of certainty, then everyone will know the answer. Let's say defense. आप देख रहे हो दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है, like every day there is a new problem. We exit one problem, then we go into a new problem. So defense today, if somebody is going to throw thousands of drones at you for months, how are you going to intercept all of them? You're going to fire very, very expensive missiles to shoot down a drone which is worth $5,000-$10,000. The maths don't add up. Right? So defense, if you ask an investor, while I'm not happy about saying ki, you want to war profit from war. Yeah. Profiting from war is, not a great thing. But we manage people's money. It's our job to figure out where earnings are likely to be having tailwinds. So yeah, so one theme is like that. Right? So as an investor, if you identify where the world is headed, and if you have some basic parameters of how you think a good investment could be, then I think this is a good time. Great. For someone to make.
So मैंने नील पता क्या सोचा था, because I know that you can't talk about a specific stock, यार ये stock बढ़ेगा कम होगा, and you can't do that. So what I thought, because just to give you a brief idea, we spoke before the recording. Most of our people, the audience, are professionals, right? When I say professionals, these are working in startups, MNCs. 80-85% professionals young log hain, and majority are upcoming budding entrepreneurs that watch our channel, watch our content. सो मैंने क्या सोचा था, मैंने कहा नील के साथ बैठे और मैंने 52-53 किसी को स्टॉक मार्केट में भी लेके नहीं आया. मैंने कहा देख, इफ today if there is a platform which people see, I also have to be very responsible of the people I want to grade. I can't get a person who gives clickbaits and वो क्लिक करके अपना चैनल बढ़ाएं. सो आई वॉज वेरी लास्ट 6 महीने से लोग मैसेज करी जा रहे हैं कि यार सर सिमर कोई स्टॉक मार्केट पे लेके आओ, क्या चल रहा है. मैंने कहा एक ही बंदे को लेके आऊँगा, वो मेरा दोस्त है नील. उसके अलावा मैं किसी को नहीं लेके आ सकता, बिकॉज आई ऑल्सो डोंट ट्रस्ट. तो मैंने क्या सोचा था, हम 3 चीज़ें यहाँ डिस्कस करेंगे. एक बात करेंगे सेक्टर के बारे में. कुछ 4-5 सेक्टर्स हैं मेरे मन में, जैसे डिफेंस आपने बात कर ली, ऐसे 4-5 सेक्टर्स को डीप डाइव करते हैं, सो दैट पीपल वॉचिंग इट उनको आइडिया लग जाएगा ये सेक्टर में आपका क्या ओपिनियन है. यूर ऑल्सो फाउंडर ऑफ नीजन कैपिटल, तो इतना बढ़िया फंड आप चला रहे हो, तो आपकी भी तो एलोकेशंस होती हैं, तो आपको थोड़ा आइडिया लगेगा. तो 4-5 सेक्टर्स के बारे में बात करेंगे. सेकेंड बात करेंगे स्टार्टअप्स के बारे में, क्योंकि आप लोग स्टार्टअप इन्वेस्टिंग कर रहे हो. हमने जब पहले बात की था, आपने ब्लू टोकाई ऐसे भी इन्वेस्ट आपने आइडेंटिफाई किए हुए हैं. उसके बारे में बात करेंगे कि इफ़ अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल वांट टू इन्वेस्ट, कैसे करें, वो शार्क टैंक पे करें, उनको फॉलो करें, आपके थ्रू जाएं, कैसे करें. सो दैट इज सेकेंड. एंड द थर्ड वील टॉक अबाउट नीजन कैपिटल क्या कर रहा है, PMS, AIF, ये सारे जार्गन्स ना समझाएंगे. डन. सेक्टर के बारे में स्टार्ट करते हैं. डिफेंस आपने बात कर ली कि यार डिफेंस अभी बढ़ेगा, या जो भी चीज़ें चल रही हैं. वैल्यूएशन की जब बात करते हो, FMCG की बात करते हैं पहले. FMCG 80 मल्टीपल्स पे चल रहा है, 80-70, कोई ग्रोथ हो नहीं रही. हाउ डू यू सी द FMCG सेक्टर एट लार्ज? लेट्स डीप डाइव इनटू दैट.
वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थॉट व्हाट यू हैव इन माइंड. आपने बोला कि ग्रोथ हो नहीं रहा, एंड दैट्स व्हाट वी आर आल्सो सीइंग. लॉट ऑफ योर लेगेसी प्लेयर्स आर सेइंग कि ग्रोथ नहीं हो रहा, बट ना लेगेसी प्लेयर्स के प्रोडक्ट भी लेगेसी है. I feel there is a disconnect from what they are selling and from what the customer wants in today's day and age, especially the customers in the cities. I don't know about outside of the cities. There may still be a decent amount of, but in cities, transition is happening. आप अगर ब्रांड देखिए, होल ट्रूथ, यार दे आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस कि ग्रोथ नहीं है. They are talking about मैं और क्या करूँ, right? There are many such companies today which are coming up with ingredients which are, let's say, not preservatives, or they are on the fresher side.
A chocolate which has 3 ingredients or 4 ingredients, something of that sort.
Yeah. काफ़ी सारे चॉकलेट जो आप खाते हो इंडिया में चॉकलेट ही नहीं. तो चॉकलेट का कंटेंट कितना है और केमिकल कितना है. So I will not get into it. I don't want to get into trouble. But there is a disconnect. आज का जो जेनजी है, दे सी द रैपर कि बॉस पीछे क्या लिखा है, मैं कितना केमिकल डालना चाहता हूँ अपने बॉडी के अंदर. माई बॉडी इज अ टेम्पल. सो देर इज अ बिग डिस्कनेक्ट, एंड दैट्स वाई सर्टन ब्रांड्स आर विनिंग एंड सर्टन ब्रांड्स आर सेइंग कि डिमांड ही नहीं. दे आई थिंक पीपल हैव टू इंट्रोस्पेक्ट एंड लुक कि मैं बेच क्या रहा हूँ.
बहुत बड़ी स्टेटमेंट दे रहे हो. सो व्हेन यू से लेगेसी ब्रांड्स, आई विल टेक नेम्स, यू डोंट वांट टू टेक नेम्स, लाइक large conglomerates like, let's say, a Nestle or a Unilever or all these kind of people. Are you saying that the market that they are going is no longer a market now?
No, so I cannot take names. A lot of brands are transitioning towards this, and I don't want to take names. I'm just saying that there are pockets and there are companies which are doing fantastic business today.
FMCG mein.
FMCG and related areas. Let's say, we come to the restaurant space, for example. It's not FMCG, but they deal with customers and it's fast moving that way in that sense. So we have a company called Burma in our portfolio. I can talk about it.
Fantastic.
Unlisted है, so I can talk about it.
Fantastic. IPO कर रहे हैं ना कुछ तो.
They are planning.
Fantastic guys, यार.
When most of the people are saying that demand is a problem, if you go outside a Burma, you will not get space to sit. Why is that so? It's not only Burma, not only my portfolio company. There are other such restaurant chains who are also saying the same thing. Let's say Bougie Cafe. Have you seen Bougie Cafe? आप जाइए Bougie Cafe के बाहर और आप ट्राई कीजिए टेबल मिलना. You know, it's packed. So on one hand you got some people saying कि demand नहीं है, and on the other hand they have no tables. Some companies like Burma or Bougie Cafe, and they are saying a completely different story. So there is a disconnect, right? There is a transition that is happening. So in my opinion, investors have to understand which companies have understood the customer, today's customer. ये बहुत अलग है यार, ये जो Gen Z है.
क्या है today's customer? Gen Z को क्या चाहिए?
ये they are aliens if you ask me. हमारे मतलब even I consider that they are very different even from us. See, you are 40 years, like around in your 40s.
36.
Yeah, 36. I am also now 41. But these guys who are 20 today, यार उनका ना पूरा फंडा ही अलग है. They are different kind of people. So for you to treat them the way you treated a 40-year-old or a 60-year-old, there is
So
always going to be.
Are you saying that because human behavior and psychology also plays a very important role when it comes to allocation of money, right? है तो पैसा flow कर रहा है. So are you saying that today a 20-21-year-old, which I feel that मैं तो बहुत cautious रहता हूँ because I feel that they can smell bullshit through kilometers, कि वो दूर से पता लग जाता है कौन authentic है कौन नहीं. But do you also feel that they want transparency?
Very much. And nowadays you have also these people who are getting transparency about brands to customers, right? So a lot of information is available today because of internet, because of AI. आप AI में जाके you can say कि यार behind the wrapper कि ये chemical क्या है. पहले तो आपको the chemical had a code, आपको पता नहीं कि है कि आज आप डाल के देख लोगे immediately 10 सेकंड के अंदर आपको पता चल जाएगा
maltodextrin का क्या इफेक्ट
क्या है और बॉडी में इफेक्ट क्या होता है. So today the information and the access to information is so simple, and these kids are growing up with AI now. My son, he is 9 years old. He's on AI. He's researching. वो अपना मैथ्स करता है, मैथ्स के वो खुद ही सीख रहा है. He is learning how to do a guitar on AI. मतलब दुनिया बदल गई है. ये जो बच्चे हैं वो अलग है. So you are trying to sell something that you sold 50 years ago to somebody who's growing up in a different mindset. वो नहीं होगा ना.
But उस हिसाब से तो then all these legacy FMCG brands will vanish because आज कोई investor है, but वो तो ये तो unlisted companies हैं.
I would not say that they will vanish. They will have to transition and get brands, and I'm pretty sure they are smart people at the end of the day. And you can see a lot of M&A happening. A lot of the legacy guys are buying out younger companies, and that transition will happen. Whoever is fleet-footed today will survive.
But overvalued तो है ना, मतलब FMCG के 70-80 पे चल रहा है. ओवरवैल्यूड तो हुआ ही ना, मतलब लिस्टेड एंटिटीज की बात हो रही है ना. अनलिस्टेड तो कोई एलोकेट नहीं कर सकता है पैसा, बट ओवरवैल्यूड तो हुआ FMCG आज के दिन पे.
In simple terms, yes, they are overvalued. Earlier, you could get away with overvaluation if you kept growing at 20-25%. But if growth goes away, then the
single digit growth है, 2-3% की growth हो रही है, और
if the growth goes away, then overvaluation becomes a bigger concern. So yes, if you need a simple answer, yes, the sector is overvalued.
And if you have 10 rupees, would you put even 1 rupee in FMCG today? In listed stocks?
If valuations came down,
came down how much?
By a lot more actually. Yes, if there were some special situations, yes, we could look into it.
Special situations we'll speak, because Nijen is, specializes in special situations. But so answer is no, right?
At the moment, or if you take a broad answer, no.
Okay. So I think FMCG, we've... anything you want to add in FMCG, and then we'll...
No, nothing against FMCG. I'm just saying that from an investor's perspective, with the change in the world today, that's not an area for us to focus on currently. We are more looking at the bigger problems the world has and how the world and the policies will move towards solving the larger problems, and we want to get involved there as a fund.
Great. Your favorite sector now, second, is financial services. Now, financial services, I have many questions, right? So, when I say financial services, you have your legacy large banks, right? HDFCs, your ICICs, your Kotaks, right? NBFC bhi aa gaye. Then you have people like you also, right? PMS funds and fund managers, which are heavily regulated, right? Your opening remarks on how do you see the financial services right now? Overvalued like FMCG, undervalued? Should let's say एंट्री लेवल इन्वेस्टर जो आज 1-1.5 लाख रुपए कमा रहा है, वो अगर कोई बैंक में स्टॉक लेना चाहिए, उसको नहीं लेना चाहिए? योर ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स ऑन फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज.
यार आई कैन नॉट गिव अ स्टेटमेंट कि किसी को क्या करना चाहिए कि नहीं.
Sure.
एवरीबडी हैज टू डिसाइड
100%.
कि व्हाट इज गुड फॉर देम.
Yeah.
हम क्या कर सकते हैं? आई कैन टॉक अबाउट व्हाट आई वांट टू डू. So I think after a long time, banks, for example, the financial services is big. So first we can talk
तो
about
banks की
banks,
बात करते हैं.
lenders.
Yeah.
I think their valuations are not unreasonable. Having said that, I am not a big fan of super large cap companies. If I was a large cap fund, I would be very comfortable investing in a bank today because valuations are on your side. And there are a few good, very well managed banks in India. I will not name, but yeah, if I was a large cap fund or if I was a pension fund, I would feel very comfortable today putting money. Our DNA is not that. We are, in the business of finding companies of tomorrow. So for us, that's why banks are a no-go as of right now.
But in terms of, let's say, this you talk about Nigen, right? Nigen Capital की जो specialization है. But let's say कोई अगर सुन रहा है तो मतलब banks in terms of valuation तो फिर भी much better than FMCG आज के time पे.
Don't think of it as an investment advice. I'm not giving investment advice. But yes, in terms of valuations.
Valuation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Banks are not expensive if you ask me.
And फिर financial services एक तो banks हो गए, large scale banks. How do you see the other?
I think the financial services space is where the action will be in India going forward, because that's where I'm seeing significant tailwind across the board. And then you have certain businesses here which are kind of like monopolies or duopolies, where I think, इनसे भिड़ना difficult है. मतलब if someone new entrant has to come and compete with a lot of these guys in financial services today, it's not going to be easy. Now, if I talk about, I'll talk about a company which I don't own.
Okay.
So that's safe, right? Let's say a company called KFin. We use them, for multiple services. So they are embedded into our system. So my growth is his growth. If my AUM grows over the next 3 to 4 years, let's say my AUM doubles in the next 3 to 4 years or 5 years. He's also going to escalate, his income also escalates with my growth. And if I want to shift away from a KFin, एक तो option एक ही और है, but it's so difficult for me to remove him and go to somebody else. So, some of these companies, मैंने एक नाम दे दिया because we don't own, but I don't want to give more names, but some of these companies in financial services space, as India GDP grows, as India's stock market starts growing, as more products are launched, a lot of these companies will grow for a period of time, and there will be good growth. There's a difference between growth and good growth. Good growth is where you're incrementally earning a better yield. Basically, your return on invested capital keeps improving over time. Now, these companies, what's the thing? They have no inventory. They have no receivables. Fixed assets be barely anything.
So debt नहीं है तो ROC तो बहुत ऊपर होगा ना. Return on capital employed must be very high.
Absolutely, in terms of not KFin only, but a lot of these guys, even the large AMCs, the business, if you see the PAT margin, 65% PAT margin है. कहाँ होता है 65% PAT margin? And if I want to say कि today, okay, Nigen wants to compete against the large AMCs, मैं कैसे compete करूँगा उसके साथ?
But I just have a flip side. All these AMCs are also owned by large banks only, ना. Majority of them, not all of them, उनकी subsidiary बना देते हैं. तो do you also feel that in that case also similar growth होंगी जो large, not I can't say monopolized banks, but जो भी 4-5 major banks हैं जो उनकी AMCs हैं, would that also grow at that particular rate?
Yeah, because then they have the network of the bank.
Distribution.
Yeah. Distribution is a big key part of AMC business. And a lot of these AMCs are listed. So investors can own the AMCs directly.
उसकी subsidiary बना देते हैं या something of that sort.
You can own directly.
How do you see within financial services UPI online? मतलब I think India, something to be proud of is how UPI, right, in the last 4-5 years is just, you've also traveled the world, and I think this is something that I'm extremely proud of, how our, from vegetable vendors to, the jo online transaction, वगैरह जो market, how do you see this moving ahead?
I think, sometimes you have to say that our lawmakers have done a good job, right? The government has done good. So I think this is a fantastic UPI. It's a fantastic thing. It's become part of daily life.
Correct,
now.
daily life.
Even our parents who typically didn't even know what is technology, they are going on UPI, are able to make a payment online. Is remarkable actually what UPI is, and the kind of tailwinds businesses are getting thanks to UPI. Yes, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the whole system.
And before I jump into the other sector, what is your take on regulations? A lot of times, sectors which are heavily regulated, जैसे NBFCs हैं, if you see the last 2-3 years, RBI has gone really after some NBFCs right now. To give them that benefit of the doubt कि हाँ यार लोगों का पैसा है, तो that has to be, regulations has to be strong. But do you feel that regulations बहुत ज़्यादा है, कम होनी चाहिए? क्योंकि दुनिया में इतनी regulations तो कहीं नहीं है जहाँ आप इंडिया में है.
मेरे हिसाब से I am aware of 2 regulators that I can talk about. I think RBI is a super tough regulator. It's a very good regulator. And SEBI is again a tough regulator. हमारी जो,
What do you mean by tough regulator?
मतलब they are not, they are going to hold you accountable if you mess around. एंड अगर आपका एस्पिरेशन है एज एन इकोनॉमी कि आपको 4th लार्जेस्ट बनना है, आपको 3rd लार्जेस्ट बनना है, कोई दिन शायद आफ्टर मेनी ईयर्स शायद आपको 1st 2nd, आपको यू वांट टू बी द वेरी बेस्ट, देन यू कैन नॉट से आई एम अफ्रेड ऑफ रेगुलेशन, बिकॉज योर अंडरलाइंग बैकबोन हैज टू बी स्ट्रांग and has to be ethical that way. And कहीं कुछ गलत नहीं होना चाहिए. So you have to deal with regulation. यार over regulation लोग बोलते हैं, but you see, I mean, our compliance team is huge. I mean, we spend a lot of money on compliance, but so be it. I think this is, I can get why smaller companies have a problem, because कहीं वो margin profile doesn't fit with hiring a lot of people in compliance, for example. But I personally think if our economy has aspirations of becoming very, very big and we have to come on the world stage, then we cannot have scandals. And this kind of regulation is amazing. I mean, I am a fan, again, I'm a fan of UPI, I'm a fan of our regulators also. On the whole, they are doing a very good job, because I think they are also, they have to look at so much. ऐसा नहीं है कि they are sitting free, they are on their toes. And I think over the last many years, you don't hear in India ki something, over the last few years, you've not heard anything blow up, which is a large part down to the regulatory system.
जो पहले हमने सुना है, मतलब कॉलेज स्कूल
पहले
में
तो बहुत होता था,
हर 3 महीने के बाद कोई ना कोई स्कैंडल हो रहा है,
and then उससे फिर विश्वास उठ जाता है. Right now, trust is getting built into the system. So I'm not against. I would. वैसे तो it's my job to say regulator is very good, because everybody in industry they'll say regulator is very good, but I genuinely believe that the regulator is very
good. But you started in 2009-10 ना, नीजन को 9-10 में start किया.
Yes.
हाँ, तो let's say a person who's starting today would say यार नील तो अब बड़ा आदमी बन गया है, मतलब इतना बड़ा EOM मैनेज कर रहे हैं, तो उसके लिए तो आसान है बोलना. बट जो आज एक 22-23 साल का फाउंडर है Tier 2 सिटी में जो स्टार्ट कर रहा है, जिसको वो एक्सेस नहीं उतने कंप्लायंस का, वो तो उसको तो प्रॉब्लम होगी ना, मतलब जो एस्पायरिंग एंटरप्रेन्योर है.
You do have a point. I'm not saying that you do have a point. But yeah, system is more important.
So you're saying a macro view कि भी
system is more important. You cannot have something blow up in that sense. Okay. There's something where हमारा trust from the system erodes, right? So the overall, the needs of the few versus the needs of the many, right? So the needs of the many are more important than the needs of the few. Star Trek.
Okay. So अब time to jump to the other sector. This is really interesting. तो हमने पहला कवर कर लिया, डिफेंस के बारे में थोड़ा भी बात की थी, बट FMCG देन फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज, ये मेरा फेवरेट सेक्टर है जो मैं बात करने जा रहा हूँ, द हॉस्पिटल एंड फार्मा. सो मैं दो अलग हैं वैसे, बट मैं हॉस्पिटल पहले करता हूँ, फिर हम फार्मा के बारे में आएंगे. हाउ डू यू सी द हॉस्पिटल सेक्टर?
See, I'll take a step back and I'll say that over the last many centuries, technology has been a core of human growth. It's been accelerating, the advancements of technology over the last many decades, centuries, then decades. But I think in the last decade and in the last 3 years, the curve has completely gone vertical in that sense, in terms of advancements. आज आपके एज एन इन्वेस्टर, आई एम टॉकिंग फ्रॉम अ लेंस ऑफ एन इन्वेस्टर, आप कुछ इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो, कल डिसरप्ट हो गया. इन माई वेरी वेरी ऑनेस्ट ओपिनियन, एंटी फ्रेजाइल, which is basically not a fragile thesis, which is going to stand the test of times. Let's say the next 5 years, the next 10 years. Pharma, I would not consider, but I would consider the hospital chain business as a real strong story. I'll tell you why. Why investors should focus on hospitals. No matter what a AI can do, no matter how much advancements in robotics you can end up with, it's going to benefit a hospital chain. उसका तो cost कम ही होगा. AI can download everything it cannot download in a hospital bed. And with the lifestyle of people, I am certain, I don't want to profit from war and I don't want to profit from people's misery. But this is where the world is headed. The hospital sector is going to be one of the most best performing, unfortunately, over the next 10-20 years, unless you come up with great advancements where you take care of problems at the bud, but that's far away. But for the next many years, I think lifestyle's gone to the pits. Many more things have gone to the pits. I don't want to say many things, but in that sense, the hospital sector is something to focus on. Of course, valuations are a challenge, so you cannot go blindly buying anything. So, but if there is a deeper correction and if valuations come into favor, then investors must have some allocation to healthcare, specifically hospitals. Pharma is very complex and things keep changing. You may end up getting disruptions from time to time, but hospital as a business, multi-location is a good idea.
So we had the opportunity to host Dr. Naresh Tarayan, who's the founder of Medanta Hospitals, and great guy, right? Innovator also, because जो उन्होंने heart surgery में इंडिया के लिए किया है, but they're also listed entity. So before I was having this podcast with him, तो मैंने कहा यार अब इतना बड़े आदमी को मिलने जा रहे हैं तो प्रिपेयर होके जाना है प्रॉपर. तो मैं नॉर्मली आई डोंट डू लॉट ऑफ रिसर्च, बट उस दिन मैंने एनुअल रिपोर्ट पकड़ ली. मैं चलो एनुअल रिपोर्ट पढ़ लेते हैं यार, मतलब खुद भी सीखने को मिलेगा. रेड द इंटायर एनुअल रिपोर्ट, गुड नंबर्स एक्सेट्रा. मुझे जो चीज़ सारी जो वरी किया वो ये है जो आपने लाइफस्टाइल के बारे में बात की. Because when we talk about what we eat in a daily basis, I'm not talking about वो तो छोड़ दो, मतलब alcohol and बाकी चीज़ें छोड़ दो, but overall if you see our diet, right, अब प्रोटीन के बारे में last 2-3 years कितने लोग हैं प्रोटीन हो रहा है. But I read a report separate out of the annual report जिसमें लिख रहा है कि भी इतने लोग हैं जिनके पास non-alcoholic fatty liver हो रहा है, right, because the diet is not rich, people are not exercising, muscle mass के बारे में knowledge ही नहीं है. अब पॉइंट क्या है यार, मैं तो देखो हम तो privileged हैं, बड़ी सीधी सी बात है, जिसको 3 टाइम की रोटी मिलती है ना भारत में, और जो शेल्टर है और जो ऐसी बातें कर सकते हैं वो तो privileged ही है, और जिस कमरे में हम बैठे हैं, राइट. बट जो बाकी इंडिया तो है नहीं ना यार, वहाँ पे बाकी इंडिया इज नॉट देयर. वो तो आज भी रोजमर्री अपनी मतलब डे टू डे कर रहा है, दैट इज द हार्श रियलिटी ऑफ लाइफ. एंड मैंने कहा यार हमारे पास टाइम है इंस्टाग्राम पे रील देख के, यार प्रोटीन इसमें ना इतने ग्राम में कर लो, यार वो बंदा डेली वर्कर है यार, उसके पास टाइम ही नहीं है. एंड दैट रियली लाइक आई गॉट वेरी स्केर्ड. मैंने कहा भाई ये तो इसके चलते हॉस्पिटल्स का तो एकदम लोग तो दाखिल होंगे क्योंकि लाइफस्टाइल नहीं बेटर.
लाइफस्टाइल इज वन, स्ट्रेस इज सेकंड. लाइफ में स्ट्रेस कितना बढ़ गया है, राइट? सो एंड इफ AI comes and if there's going to be job losses, there will be more stress. So I
मतलब आप काफी
don't
दुखी
see
लग
a-
रहे हो मतलब
of the yeah. I'm telling you, defense is my. I want to profit from war, then I want to profit from people's misery. I don't like it, but I
it's
have
a harsh reality है ना
it's
life
a harsh
की.
reality. Yes.
So when we talk about valuations in the hospital, they're not as worse as FMCG ना. इतना भी खराब नहीं है. FMCG तो over.
They are not aspirational valuation. I mean, they are very high valuation still. But-
Okay.
Which makes a large part of the industry. I mean, we can't put money. I mean, a large pension fund which has the expectations are lower on returns can invest for long term, of course. But for us, we probably have to wait for some more correction in this space.
But overall, let's say pension fund छोड़ा अगर कोई भी वैसे भी enter करना भी चाह रहा है तो hospital is a sector they can look at from a strategic
Yeah, but
point.
यार investing can't be just simply कि यार sector देख के वो valuations are a key theme. Is the backbone. पहले valuation देखना है, फिर आप देखिए कि कहाँ पर profit growth.
तो एक बार किसी जो 25-26 साल की लड़की जो सुन रही है पॉडकास्ट उसको समझा दो वैल्यूएशन कैसे देखते हैं स्क्रीनर पे जाके. मतलब आप बताइए तो मैं क्या नील बहल से सुन लेते हैं बिकॉज आई थिंक हम वैल्यूएशन जार्गन्स बहुत यूज़ कर रहे हैं. वी आर अज्यूमिंग दैट पीपल वुड नो. बड़ी सरल भाषा में सिखा दो कि यार स्क्रीनर पे जाके वैल्यूएशन कैसे देखनी है और कैसे पता लगे ज़्यादा है कि कम है.
तो ये जो है ना, ये एक्सपीरियंस से आता है ज़्यादा करके वैल्यूएशंस. एंड मेरे हिसाब से जो 25-26 साल के जो लोग हैं जो देख रहे इन्वेस्टमेंट कैसे करना है, आई वुड सजेस्ट अनलेस यू प्लान टू डू इट फुल टाइम कि आपका जॉब ही है कि आप पोर्टफोलियो मैनेज कर रहे हो, देन यू टेक द रिस्क एंड लर्न एवरीथिंग एंड डू इट ऑन योर ओन. अकॉर्डिंग टू मी द यंग फोक्स मस्ट डू SIP. You leave it to the mutual fund guy or the PMS guy or whoever. आप इन्वेस्ट करके, because ना the return is not important. The whole point of SIP is a saving culture. आपकी इतनी पगार है या इतना आपका टेक होम है, वो दिन अगर आपने अपने बैंक अकाउंट में पैसे रख दिए और आप इन्वेस्ट नहीं करते हो ना, मैं आपको दावा दे सकता हूँ कि आपका खर्चा जरूर आएगा. There will be some expense that will find its way to your doorstep and you will end up spending that money. ताकि खर्चे आने के पहले वो पैसा डायरेक्ट डीमैट अकाउंट में डाल के इन्वेस्ट कर दो. Whether it makes money or not is a secondary. सेविंग का कल्चर इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. यू पार्क ऑटो डेबिट पे SIP चालू कर दो. उसके बाद whether you make 12% और
कोई भी
8% और
मल्टी कैप, लार्ज कैप,
एसेट कैप, डाइवर्सिफाई कर दो, राइट? बट वो कल्चर इज मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट. एंड आई थिंक what is going on in India, I see this culture picking up. Earlier it used to be FIIs ने माल बेच दिया, market total crash. That I am seeing over time, lot of the people doing SIP don't care. Portfolio is down 20% from the peak. I don't care. I am continuing because a lot of people are understanding कि यार long term में पैसा compound होता है. That is secondary. बट प्राइमरी मेरा जो खर्चा होता था ना, मेरे हाथ से पैसे निकल जाते थे. मैंने कुछ ऐसे बैग खरीद लिया, कुछ वॉलेट खरीद लिया, कुछ भी खरीद लिया,
फाइनेंशियल डिसिप्लिन आ जाता,
डिसिप्लिन आ जाता है. बिकॉज वो पैसा तो ईयरमार्क्ड है, ऑटो डेबिट होना ही है.
और वही तो कंपाउंड होगा.
हाँ, एंड ओवर टाइम आप देख रहे हो कि फॉर अ सैलरीड पर्सन 25-30 लाख का सेविंग हो गया जो म्यूचुअल फंड में पड़ा है, कहाँ पर भी पड़ा है. विदाउट डूइंग SIP अगर आपको लगता है कि आपके पैसे जुड़ेंगे, यू आर मिस्टेकन. आपके पैसे खर्च हो जाएंगे. Especially if you have children, then your costs go up even more. So that saving as a culture is more important than the return.
Okay.
So according to me, the 26-year-old, coming back to the point, should invest through somebody.
SIP.
But if that is your full-time job, then I'll still talk about valuation. What I mean by valuation. Valuation is a very vast subject. But if I have to, in the interest of time, if I have to put it down to one thing, there is something called a PEG ratio. What price you pay for what growth the company is giving. As long as that PEG ratio is below 1, so sometimes you can say 20 times earnings is expensive. But what if the company is growing 25%? then the company is cheap, the stock is cheap. You but must be sure कि ये 25% growth अगले 3-4 साल देगा. If you are sure on that, if you think the sector is in a big tailwind, the promoter ethical है, पैसा चोरी नहीं करेगा, and if the PE ratio is 20, but the growth you think is going to be 20% or more, then that's a good investment. Sometimes what happens that you see a stock trading at 6 times earnings, but उसकी growth तो 0% है, शायद degrowth करे या 2% growth करे. Investing in a company which is 20 PE but growing at 20% is better than investing in a company which is 10 PE growing at 10%. Because after 7 or the 8th year, the maths if you do, it adds up in terms of the valuations will become compelling for the 20% growth company. So there is a concept called growth investing. But you have to mix growth investing and add a dollop of valuation investing. It's basically a value investing as a technique, but some growth होना चाहिए कंपनी में. Lots of people make the mistake कि यार ये पेपर कंपनी तो मुझे बहुत सस्ता लग रहा है 5 के पी पे, but growth कहाँ है? So हमने केस विद FMCG, a lot of these FMCG guys,
price earning है, growth नहीं है.
Growth नहीं. So then that's a problem.
So price earning growth.
Yes.
PEG.
It's a simple concept.
Price earning तो सारे बात करते, PE ratio सारे बात करते, PEG.
PEG is also quite common. ऐसा नहीं कि there's some for people in the market. PEG
तो कहाँ से दिखेगा उसको, मतलब अगर जिसने
there are
देखा
many website. Screener is a very
स्क्रीनर
good.
पे लिखा होता है PEG.
Yes.
तो अगर PEG 1 से नीचे है तो मतलब कर लो.
तो इन्वेस्ट करना, it's in your, I mean, if your thesis comes right, then you're likely to make a lot of money. But then again, if it is not your full-time thing, investing is very difficult. Investing is like a game of chess. जो बोलते हैं ना बिगिनर्स लक, कि किसी ने डाल दिया पैसे कमा लिया, नाउ ही थिंक्स इज ग्रेट गाय. व्हाट हैपेंस इज लाइक अ गेम ऑफ चेस. आपके जो फर्स्ट 5-7 मूव्स होते हैं, आप किंग्स ओपन करोगे, आप उसका काउंटर मूव करोगे, फर्स्ट 5-7 मूव्स आर स्टैंडर्ड. यू आर डूइंग, देयर इज नो टू मच थॉट प्रोसेस. व्हेन यू गेट इनटू योर मिडिल गेम, the game becomes complex because now you have to start thinking. That standard moves are gone. Now you are thinking as per what is going on. And the end stage, the end game of chess is very complex. जब भी आपके 3 पीस बाकी है, आप कैसे करोगे, which combinations of pieces. So that's very very complex. Same happens with the investment portfolio. आपको अगर मैं आज बोलूँ कि यार सिमर आप investment आप नहीं, you are a proper investor. If I tell a young guy कि यार बना ले पोर्टफोलियो एक, वो एक अच्छा पोर्टफोलियो बनाएगा. यू ट्रस्ट मी, इफ दिस गाय विथ हाफ ऑफ नॉलेज ऑफ व्हाट एनीबडी हैज कम्स एंड सेज कि आज पोर्टफोलियो बनाना है ना, वो डिफेंस के शेयर खरीद लेगा, वो पावर सेक्टर के शेयर खरीद लेगा, वो ही विल फाइंड सम गुड न्यू ब्रांड शेयर खरीद लेगा, एंड इनिशियली ना पैसे बनेंगे. स्टार्टिंग गेम ऑफ शेयर्स बहुत ईजी है, बिकॉज आप जो आज जहाँ पर मोमेंटम है ना वो ले रहे हो, तो पोर्टफोलियो इज करेक्टली पोजिशन फॉर टुडे. बट प्रॉब्लम्स हैपन व्हेन थिंग्स स्टार्ट टू ट्रांजिशन. Policies change, geopolitical shifts happen, supply chains get disrupted, and then क्या होता है कि जो कंपनी कल की डार्लिंग कंपनी थी आज की नाइटमेयर कंपनी हो जाती है. Things change, companies are levered. So these guys then cannot make the correct decisions. कि do I have to sell, do I have to hold, or do I have to buy more? For this you require huge amounts, intense amounts of experience, and ये आपका फुल टाइम पेशा होना चाहिए. अदरवाइज यू कैन नॉट डील विद द मिडिल गेम. स्टार्टिंग गेम तो कोई भी कर सकता है.
ब्रिलियंट. सो पीजी देख लें, अगर 1 से नीचे है तो एंटर कर सकते हैं, कंसीडरिंग अगर फुल टाइम करना चाहते हैं.
हाँ, ओनली इफ यू आर अ फुल टाइम रेडी टू डील विद द लॉसेस.
1 से ऊपर है तो मतलब अवॉइड ही करना चाहिए.
I mean, this is not a single
black and white नहीं है, but like मोटा मोटी
अगर if you talk strictly from theory sense, then yes.
या मेरे इससे और भी फेवरेट सेक्टर है, वो है पावर सेक्टर, जिसमें मैं काम करता हूँ. क्या लगता है, आपने पावर सेक्टर भी बीच में बोला, क्या लगता है पावर सेक्टर? हाउ डू यू सी पावर? इंडिया में भी लोएस्ट है पर कैपिटा कंजम्पशन में. हाउ डू यू सी जनरेशन, ट्रांसमिशन, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन? हाउ डू यू सी द लार्जर पावर सेक्टर? इस पे थोड़ा टाइम लगता है.
इफ यू आस्क मी, एनर्जी ट्रांजिशन, लेट्स नॉट टॉक अबाउट ओनली पावर सेक्टर. एनर्जी ट्रांजिशन is theme number 1 in my book right now. Iran and Strait of Hormuz तो ये छोटा सा एक वाटरवे है, उधर प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है, यहाँ पर हमारे यहाँ पर एनर्जी क्राइसिस चालू हो जाएगी, लेट्स से। अभी तो नहीं है, बट व्हाट इफ दिस कंटिन्यूज फॉर 10 months? Somewhere in high places, policy makers must be thinking, boss, I cannot be having a crisis if somebody over there is having a crisis. So what do? We have to see, Chinese is not China, is not there are but some things the Chinese do which you have to say कि यार सही कर रहे हैं. They are ahead in many things. Overall, I would not say they are the complete product, but certain things about the Chinese you have to also learn. What the Chinese have done, they've stolen a march over the world in electric vehicle adoption. I don't have the exact data, but China's oil demand has not increased over the last 5 years, while the economy is increased. Why? They are going towards electrification. तो हमको भी क्या करना है? What I see, this has gone from theory. It is in my mind, I'm convinced that energy transition, whereby it's a huge thing, where you put in things like reduction in oil dependency, AI infrastructure build out, general population requiring electricity. So electrification as a theme is the theme for any investor to focus on. Now इसमें भी बहुत सारे चीज आते हैं, pick and shovels. One is the push towards electric vehicles. That is going to be needed because we have to reduce our dependency on oil going forward. Heavy industries cannot, the lithium ion batteries cannot work on heavy industries. So you say ki green hydrogen is not viable as yet. It will require policy support for right now at least. But the way technological advancements happen throughout history, it will become viable at some point. But till that time, it requires support. So green hydrogen is second. And this is non-negotiable. ये तो होना ही है. So if you talk about the power sector, यहाँ पर we have to figure out what things are IP driven. Where देखिए, अगर पैसा बनना है ना, सब पैसे तो सबके पास है. कमोडिटाइज्ड काम बहुत लोग कर सकते हैं. तो विच कंपनीज हैव सम सॉर्ट ऑफ IP दैट अगर मुझे इस कंपनी के साथ compete करना है, यार भूल जाओ. You can't compete with that guy. You focus on something else to compete, do something in the power sector. So I have a view on the whole sector, and we have a view on certain companies that, they are doing work which cannot be replicated, and it will take a lot of time for people to. And I think the whole sector is a go right now.
हम तो यार डेली का काम हमारा तो
आपका काम ही है, correct, yes.
But one thing which I want to, I think a lot of things I agree in terms of energy transition, etc. How do you see the grid infrastructure? How do you see that rolling out? Because EV, green hydrogen, जाना तो grid से ही है ना सब कुछ. How do you see that space? Because today also I'll give you some facts, latest facts. India is sitting at almost many power plants are ready, solar power plants are ready, but there's no grid because grid takes 18 months. So manufacturing of high reactors, EHV और ये 3-4 कंपनीज है जो यूरोप में बनाती है, इंडिया में कोई बना नहीं रहा. How do you see this entire sector?
There's definitely a choke point, but that doesn't mean it's going to continue in terms of the growth. So when you talk about the transmission side of things, I think that becomes a key area to focus on because वहाँ पर ही ज़्यादा करके effort लगने वाला है. So our portfolio will have a mix of all of this. आप जो बोल रहे हो ना, grid is correct. This is your business. You know better than me also probably. But investments are going to be required on the whole, but more towards the grid.
पावर सेक्टर में एक छोटा सा एक और सेक्टर है जो हम काम करते हैं, सोलर की. जब बात करते हैं सोलर की स्टोरी ज़्यादा ओवर सेल नहीं होगी. मतलब सारी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कर रहा है चाइना, तो ऐसे करेगा तो हम तो मतलब आई डेल्ट इट फ्रॉम सो मेनी ईयर्स नाउ. तो इतने लोग सोलर असेंबलर्स हैं, बट इंडिया की पॉलिसी बहुत स्ट्रांग है कि जी आप वो ALMM लिस्ट निकाल दी, तो यू ट्रैक इट वेरी क्लोजली. हाउ डू सी द सोलर सेक्टर पर से एट लार्ज, सोलर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग जब हम पैनल की बात करते हैं?
See, that becomes, it started out as a pot of honey. बहुत पैसा है इसमें. And then lot of investments came and lot of people got into it. and at the end of the day, panels is largely commoditized. So इसमें क्या होता है कि इसमें you have to work on a outlier theory, जहाँ पर बहुत लोग होंगे, eventually a few will survive, and if you invested in something that has survived, you will do good. Unfortunately, as an investor, I cannot participate in a outlier theory कि I'm going to, out of 100, 5 will survive and I end up picking. No, I have to invest in IP driven investment companies, जहाँ पर यार competing with this company is, let's say, भूल जाओ, look at somewhere else. You can't compete with that. So we kind of want to invest in those kind of names, or some companies which have some structural advantages, or some companies which have already become the outliers. They've already become big, and I may think that you cannot make outsized returns, but you'll make some returns, but good predictable returns. So there are ways to look at things. Investing is not easy, but this as a sector, yes, for sure, you have to take your spots, pick your spots and invest. Now some will work, some will not work. That's why you diversify. But the sector has to be, electrification as a theme has to be top priority in every portfolio, if you ask me.
हमारे कितने सेक्टर्स हो गए, डिफेंस से चालू किया, फिर FMCG पे आए, फिर हम एकदम फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज पे आ गए, फिर हमारे पावर सेक्टर पे आ गए. मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कमोडिटी कैसे देखते हो? स्टील, सीमेंट, लार्ज प्लेयर्स, लार्ज केपेक्स, हाई केपेक्स, सम कैन से मोनोपोली बिजनेस ही है. इंफ्रा इतना बनना है, आज बोलते हैं 4 ट्रिलियन है, 30 साल के बाद में इसको 30 ट्रिलियन बनाना है, तो स्टील लगेगा ही लगेगा, सीमेंट लगेगा. इस बिजनेसेस को जो हाई केपेक्स बिजनेसेस हैं, डू यू फील दैट दीज विल कंटिन्यू टू बी डोमिनेटेड बाय द मोनोपोलाइज 3-4 प्लेयर्स हैं? बिकॉज आज स्टील देखो ना, मतलब 3-4 लोग हैं, आपस में बोला कि जी बढ़ गया जी प्राइस, कुछ कर नहीं सकते.
Yeah, as I said, commoditized businesses, eventually the outliers end up winning. 50 people start. In the end, you got the large guys who are now left over in the cement or the steel space. They end up dominating the market. So obviously, as an investor, if I was a large cap pension fund, let's say something like that, I'll buy a bunch of these and I think that they'll do okay. But for an investor like us, we have to figure out which companies service these monopolies. Which companies keep their machines running so that breakdowns don't happen. Which companies are providing material which are the, let's say, materials which are keeping these machines going. That become a critical the pick and shovel of this kind of thing, who are small companies, but they are critical in the ecosystem, and I feel they will
but overvalued है ये सारा सेक्टर,
steel and cement, I don't know, but the engineering companies servicing these companies are not overvalued right now after this correction, if you ask me. I think this is some exposure in our portfolio we have taken in these kind of companies who are your service providers, who are keeping these machines running largely, and who are also able to send out products. They become critical in the value chain. Some of these engineering companies.
And businesses like adhesives and paints and all that, do you also feel that मतलब ये overvalued है? अभी तो correction काफ़ी हुई है इनमें, but do you feel that dependency इतनी ज़्यादा है, like someone like a paint business, इतनी dependency है crude पे, other things, तो first question, are they in terms of overvalued, corrected, or and overall sector, what do you feel?
If you see, something is somewhere gone wrong in the paint sector, right? In terms of growth, where has the growth gone?
है ही नहीं,
right? ऐसा नहीं कि Asian Paints is not doing का product, तो they are बढ़िया company है. And so many investors over the last 10, 15, 20 years, now I'm not talking about the last 5-7 years, but I'm talking about the 10-20 years before the last 5-7 years, they made brilliant money blindly investing in these kind of companies because उनका तो growth पक्का था. Somewhere down the line, something has changed, and I personally have some theories, but those theories could well be wrong. So I don't want to comment on them. But
बता सकते हो इसे थोड़ा सा?
like
तो idea तो दे दो ना.
Very simply, if I ask you कि यार मेरे पीछे ये जो है इस पे पेंट तो नहीं है, हमारे पूरे ऑफिस में पेंट वर्क है ही नहीं. I could be wrong. The whole of India is not like my office. Whole of India has huge requirement of paint, but maybe competition has come in with Birla and all these kind of guys. It's a combination of factors probably. Lot of people started living on rent. तो रेंट में जो रहता है उसको थोड़ी ना ही जस्ट गोइंग टू लिव देयर फॉर 2-3 years, उसको क्या लेना देना पेंटिंग करा के. मे बी अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ थिंग, मे बी आई एम टोटली रॉन्ग, आई डोंट नो, बट देयर इज समथिंग, द ग्रोथ इज मिसिंग. एंड वो पीजी रेशियो के हिसाब से हम जो जहाँ ग्रोथ नहीं है वहाँ हम नहीं है. जब ग्रोथ आएगा तभी देख लेंगे, बट नॉट टुडे. व्हाट हैज हैपेंड टुडे, ऑल दीज ट्रेडिशनली पावर परफॉर्मर्स, द कोर ऑफ द पोर्टफोलियो ट्रेडिशनली, all these kind of companies, now you find yourself ki growth has gone down to single digits, wo bhi mar ke single digit, and valuations are 50 times 80 times, I don't know what time.
पीजी तो पता है एक से कितना ऊपर होगा.
हाँ, but so it doesn't make a lot of sense for stock pickers to have these things. These things are part of ETFs and part of the passive,
correct,
because this is a different kind of
correct
people who would want to own this. ऐसा नहीं कि they'll never make money. Tomorrow cycle may turn, something may happen which I don't know, maybe I'm completely wrong. But for us, as of today, as I told you, the sectors which make sense for us is this AI is a theme. Whatever is needed to for the building of the infrastructure of the AI for artificial intelligence, we have to be involved.
Data centers,
power sector, electrification is part of all of this. So electrification, the energy transition is number one priority right now, where growth, I feel, order books are full for years.
Yeah.
So I feel comfortable. Here I have visibility. Valuations are also very much in my favor. Agar if there is a little bit of calm, finally I need some bit of calm in the stock market, in the macro environment. If there is a little bit of calm, I think valuations have reached a level where there could be a springboard reaction in multiple sectors. I think FY 28-29 basis valuations are compelling. So power sector is one, defense sector is second, hospitals as a theme, only select. Precision as manufacturing, में precision engineering, aerospace related, you know, those kind of.
सबसे कंट्रोवर्शियल सेक्टर पे आ जाते हैं, आईटी सेक्टर का. देखो इंडिया में इनोवेशन तो हुई नहीं, मैं तो पब्लिकली बोल चुका हूँ. वी हैव नॉट बिल्ड अ माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, है ना. हमने कोई प्रोडक्ट कंपनी तो बनाई नहीं कभी. आईटी में अगर मोटा मोटी देखें तो 98-99 से ऑल दीज लार्ज कंपनीज विच वी सेलिब्रेट, जो 10 साल पहले भी 3 लाख सीटीसी देते थे जीईटी को, आज भी 3 लाख ही देते हैं. सो इफ़ यू सी ऑल दीज लार्ज आईटी सर्विसेज कंपनीज, सबसे ज़्यादा तो यार इनका ब्लड बाथ चल रहा है अभी. क्या लगता है सर्वाइव होगा आईटी सर्विसेज सेक्टर पर से, और विल इट कम्प्लीटली डिसरप्ट? ये जो लार्ज कंपनीज आके कैंपस से 400 बच्चा ले जाते थे, 500 बच्चा, और फिर कॉलेजेस भी इसको मार्केट करते थे खुद ही 100% प्लेसमेंट, ये तो यार सब कुछ डिसरप्ट हो जाएगा यार नेक्स्ट 5 साल में.
मेरा एक इसमें व्यू है कि ना, दिस इज लॉट ऑफ दिस इज अ नैरेटिव अराउंड एआई. लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स एआई कैन डू, like coding, for example. It's become, game has changed in coding. But first, let me take a step back even from there. I think Infosys, TCS, we don't own them, I can talk about them. I think they have done a great job for building India's image. They are legends, I would say. जो उन्होंने काम किया है, not a lot of people come in that bracket of legends. कि यार इन्होंने जो काम किया है, it is unprecedented. Not only TCS and Infosys, a bunch of these companies which have been part of the whole IT revolution. Now there is a situation of AI, which entry level repetitive tasks, coding, yes, definitely. But I don't think that ये सब खत्म हो जाएंगे. I think they will transition. But having said that, as a fund manager, am I supposed to have allocation? I cannot, unfortunately, take that view कि I am okay with volatility and I am okay to, it's a 50-50 call and I want to take it. As a fund manager, my job is not to have accidents in my portfolio. So for our exposure to IT is zero.
Are you saying that जितना bloodbath ये legendary stocks में हुआ है, that's unfair because AI के ऊपर नैरेटिव है, सो पीपल आर लिटिल स्केप्टिकल कि देखो जी आ जाएगा तो खत्म हो जाएगा?
3 लार्ज AI कंपनीज का IPO आना है. अगले 1 साल में
हम्म।
दे आर $1 trillion काइंड ऑफ IPOs. वो
कौन है
IPO XAI,
हाँ
and I don't want to again वो
अच्छा
naming
ओके
में
ओके अच्छा चलो
but the 3 large companies
large, okay.
का IPO आना है.
हम्म
Now narrative build होना है
हम्म
कि AI सब खत्म कर देगा, AI is the future. And yes, AI is the future. I'm not some technologically handicapped person. We are also deeply integrated with AI ourselves. But us being so deeply integrated with AI, and my curiosity on doing research, it makes me think that AI का जो a large part of what we hear is lot of it is hype. आप अगर X पे हो तो बोलता है कि यार ये मैंने एजेंट बनाया और मैं सो रहा था और एजेंट ने मेरा $50,000 कमा दिया while I was sleeping. यार give me a break. If it was the case, then why are you publicizing that your agent made quietly make money? Why are you giving away your arbitrage to everyone so that everyone makes the agent? There is a limitation to the lot of it is hype and narrative building before the IPOs. And unfortunately, the IT companies are come in the crossfire. So while I believe it is hype and it is also true and also hype at the same time. So but as a fund manager, I like last month the IT index fell about 19%, and this month before the last 2-3 days of pullback, it was down 6-7%. I unfortunately am not in the position to be involved. I mean, if I have huge exposure to IT and if my portfolio witnesses a 19% fall in a month and followed by a 7%, then I'm not doing my job correctly. I have to be accident free as much as I can. So while I personally don't think, unfortunately, from a public market investor who's being judged on a monthly basis, I can't get involved. I have to be involved where I have stability, where I don't have to be right or wrong in that.
But valuations तो बहुत correct हो गए होंगे
yeah,
ना?
valuations I
बहुत
think
correct होगी ना?
I mean, अगर ये companies transition कर लेते हैं, जो मुझे लगता है वो करेंगे, then I think investors could make a lot of money. But there is a question mark also. कि what kind of advancements in AI happen?
They'll be able to do.
According to me, you're going to end up reaching a data wall in terms of how much more improvement in the current architecture of AI can happen, which a lot of these guys are not going to, the narrative is not going to suit. Where I think the current architecture, which is largely a language model, it doesn't understand the real world. It doesn't really know what's a cat. Like a baby will see a cat and say that's a cat. This guy has been fed data that what a cat is, what a cat, it says meow. It doesn't really know what a cat is. So it recognizes pattern. And then you ask a prompt, it gives an answer. उसको actual समझ नहीं है. If and when, which I think what I'm going to say next, the probability of that is 0. But if and when, if I'm wrong, and if and when AGI comes in, which is artificial general intelligence, where this AI as a thing becomes conscious in that sense, not conscious, but is able to actually understand, self-improve, and actually understand, it'll become from AGI, it'll take itself to ASI, super intelligence, and then all bets are off.
जो Terminator हो गया.
Then all bets are off. Then you sell everything.
What do you mean by all bets are off?
Whatever we are talking today, whatever our requirement as a human race is, all bets are off. Because then that's a situation where no one can predict what happens next. What does AI decide who lives, who doesn't live? Right? Then is actual Skynet.
Black think, Mirror हो गया ना फिर तो.
I think the probability is 0. I don't think it can happen. But people are trying. They are trying to figure out how do I get into AGI. I think because these IPOs are going to happen, they are going to come up with a thing. They'll change the whole definition of AGI to say we've achieved AGI. But it's not going to truly be AGI. So I think we are not doomed. AI is not going to, at least in the current state and form, it's just too much hype. But yeah, tomorrow if AGI, remember these 3 letters, AGI, that's when all bets are off.
अभी मुझे सोच रहा था कौन सा सेक्टर रह गया. ये एयरलाइंस एयरपोर्ट ये भी मोनोपोली बिजनेस है. नॉट एयरलाइंस इज नॉट अ मोनोपोली बिजनेस. मतलब ट्रेडिशनली इफ यू सी एयरलाइंस बिजनेस में तो पैसा तो बहुत कम लोगों ने बनाया है. बट एयरपोर्ट ये इसको भी तब इंफ्रा हो गया ना. तो दिस इज लार्ज स्केल इंफ्रा विद द रोड्स, पोर्ट्स, ट्रांसपोर्ट. इसको कैसे देख रहे हो?
Airport as a business globally
Hmm.
is a fantastic business. Some of the best investors in the world have airport assets. India may also you have some airports listed. We don't own, but if the valuations were to become compelling, airports as a it's a regular repeat business. Growth is not outsized because you need to keep adding more airports, which I think will happen in India.
हो ही रहा है. बॉम्बे में देख लो आप.
Will happen. So the traffic will increase. So as a theme globally, airports have worked, and I think why not? Because people have changed after COVID. People want to travel now.
And also aspirational भी है ना. मतलब एक tier 2, tier 3 जो कभी उनके माँ बाप कभी एरोप्लेन में नहीं बैठे, उनको वो एक पुश भी है कि
so airports are pretty much a good quality business.
Airlines नहीं ना.
Airlines maybe there is a different lens to look at with. We spoke about outlier theory. The outlier theory, if you are a true investor, you must understand what's an outlier theory. That in a very, very, very tough sector, if you can identify a company who is doing things differently, and if that company looks to be winning a winning a competition in the competitive environment.
Word बिल्कुल नहीं पसंद.
If a company seems to be winning, let's say Ryanair, let's say, I don't know, own Indigo, but then let's say Indigo. If you think these kind of companies are likely to be doing something different, and if they are winning, then it becomes very difficult for competition to fight against the survivors who are the outliers of very, very difficult sectors. Because as a startup comes in, he also has to go through the grind. He has to also fight the same odds the survivor has. Like if I have to start an airline today, I have to. For me, it becomes virtually impossible to compete with Indigo. Or if I am in Europe, if I have to compete with Ryanair, bhul jao. No chance. So the outlier theory, for me, we've done a great deal of work around outlier theory. So what we do is we don't want to invest in startups. We want to invest in these kind of sectors as you can start seeing the early signs of a champion. So you get involved in a restaurant sector. The Burma for me, I think, is an outlier. अगर आपको बर्मा का कोई भी मेन्यू का आइटम अच्छा लगता है, आपको वापस खाना है, आपको वहीं जाना पड़ेगा.
करेक्ट.
अगर आपको पिज्जा अच्छा लगता है, आप पिज्जा कहाँ से भी मंगा लो. 1,000 people make pizzas. 1,000 people make burgers. But if you like a mango salad in Burma, you like any of their stuff, or samosa soup, आपको कहाँ मिलेगा? वहीं जाके मिलेगा. So there are so in a very, very difficult sector, if somebody is doing something differently, and you don't want to invest in them on day one, you want them to prove themselves for, let's say, 8-9 years, and they are now the emerging champion, then the outliers, betting on emerging outliers in really, really, really tough sectors can be a way of investing also. Ryanair is a 100-bagger. Who could have thought airline में 100-bagger बन सकता है? But certain early investors knew, and they took a call. Indigo is a huge performer.
Yeah.
So yes, while airports are not outlier, airports is a fantastic monopolistic business. कोई compete ही नहीं कर सकता against an airport business. Airline on the other hand is slightly different, very different, much more risky. But I love to study all these theories. So the outlier theory is one of my favorite. So it's a survivorship bias. So for me, I don't shy away because we have systems, processes. We know what we are doing in that sense. So yeah.
Before we transition into startups, because Blue Tokai, Burma and Shark Tank culture has taken over all the youth and households. Spend 2 minutes just explaining value investing. What is value investing? बिल्कुल सरल भाषा में क्या मतलब होता है value investing का?
Very, very simply put, the most basic example or the simplest example, 100 रुपए का नोट है. For whatever reason you're getting that note for 90 rupees, that's value investing. You're paying less than the intrinsic value of the underlying asset. in the very true sense, in a theory manner, is value investing. But it is not so simple in an investing landscape. Something that is very, very cheap is cheap for a reason. So many times value investing is also accompanied with value traps. कि यार वो promoter is not good, sector is dying, that's why it is cheap. Otherwise, in a good market, why will something be so cheap? So we do value investing from a lens of special situation. कि मुझे सस्ता तो चाहिए, but I don't want सस्ता where the market on a collective basis is correctly identified कि ये stock सस्ता होना चाहिए, like a some sunset sector stock or a chore promoter stock. I want a large conglomerate which is followed, which is where ETFs invest, has a non-core business and they say कि यार ये non-core मुझे रखना नहीं, मुझे demerge करना है. When a large conglomerate which is part of, let's say, Nifty or Nifty 500, they demerge a tiny business, the market capitalization of the tiny business does not allow it to remain listed in the main index, which leads to significant selling from the ETFs, the passive funds. This is a window of opportunity where you can truly do value investing. आपको जो the asset is good, asset is not falling because the market on a collective basis, collective wisdom of the market is correct here. Asset is falling because of technical selling. वो बड़ा investor doesn't want to own a micro cap. वो माल बेच रहा है, उसको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि वो क्या valuation में बेच रहा है. उसको तो as per his regulation he has to sell.
Special situation.
That's called a special situation.
But just to translate and correct me if I'm wrong, कि value investing जो 100 का 90 आपने बोला, that is also if PEG, I'm not saying a term, कि अगर 1 से नीचे है,
that's also value investing.
बिल्कुल, मतलब अगेन there's a lot of बहुत बेसिक लेवल पे तो यही हुआ ना कि अगर PEG कोई भी स्टॉक का 1 से नीचे है तो वैल्यू इन्वेस्टिंग हो गया एक तरीके से, राइट?
बट आई ऑलवेज हैव टू गिव डिस्क्लेमर, इट इज नॉट सो सिंपल.
ऑफ कोर्स करेक्ट. ये तो बहुत हाई एडिशन की बात करें, 1 + 1 2 है, बट और डिटेल में यू ऑलरेडी मेंशन्ड.
इन थियरी यस.
क्या चल रहा है स्टार्टअप्स का यार, क्या कर रहे हैं, क्या अभी व्हाट्स हैपनिंग? अच्छा, आप क्यों नहीं जाते शार्क टैंक पे यार? कब मन नहीं करता है शार्क टैंक पे जाने का कि मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल दैट सिटिंग एज जजेस आर रनिंग कंपनीज विच आर लॉस मेकिंग कंपनीज, तो और वो इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, a lot of those companies are also very good companies. And
आपकी फेवरेट कंपनी कौन सी है उसमें से जितने भी?
मैं शार्क टैंक देखता ही
नहीं देखते.
मैं ओरिजिनल शार्क टैंक देखता था. मैंने सब देख लिया उसमें. इंडिया का शार्क टैंक फॉर वट एवर रीजन मैंने देखा नहीं है आज तक. एक भी एपिसोड नहीं देखा है मैंने. नॉट बिकॉज आई एम अगेंस्ट, इट्स जस्ट दैट आई एम टू लेटली टाइड अप विद वर्क. बट मार्क क्यूबन, व्हाट अ गाय, व्हाट एन ऑरा. सो मैं तो यूएस वाला शार्क टैंक से.
अच्छा चलो, बिफोर वी टॉक अबाउट अगेन स्टार्टअप्स एंड अगर कोई इन्वेस्ट करना चाहता है, आपके अगर आप शार्क टैंक के प्रोड्यूसर हो तो आपको अगर 5 शार्क्स चूज करने हैं कि यार ये बैठेंगे शार्क टैंक में, कौन है?
नहीं, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जो लोग करेंटली काम कर रहे हैं, व्हाई शुड आई टॉक अगेंस्ट?
नहीं, अच्छे हैं वो सारे.
दोनों अपना काम किया, अच्छा काम किया है. बट इफ यू आस्क मी
5 कौन है?
अगर मुझे इंडिया से पूछ रहे हो कि
कोई भी दुनिया से पकड़ लो, बट उसमें से 3 इंडियन होने चाहिए.
ओके, बट आई विल स्टार्ट विद वॉरेन बफेट. एक शार्क होगा तो क्या मजा आएगा. वॉरेन बफेट शुड बी वन. In terms of, I'm a big fan of Mark Cuban that way.
2 गोरे तो हो गए, अब 3 इंडियन.
3 इंडियन में I would say, I'm a big fan of Mr. Vellayan, जो CG Power is a great entrepreneur. According to me, I could be wrong, but according to me, he's a fantastic guy. He's very media shy. मैं कभी देखते नहीं उनको. So I would say कि यार उनके जो इनसाइट्स है, यार रियल प्रॉपर इनसाइट्स यार, जो वो लोग प्रिडिक्ट करते हैं वो हमारी बस की बात नहीं है. सो आई वुड लव टू सी मिस्टर वेलायन. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, आई वुड हैव लव टू सी मिस्टर टाटा. अनफॉर्चुनेटली दैट्स नॉट. एंड आई वुड हैव लव टू सी मिस्टर झुंझुनवाला. Those two in a fantasy world, I would say कि these 5 would have been the correct 5.
Fabulous. क्या चल रहा है स्टार्टअप्स का? क्या if anybody again wants to invest, Nijan has a startup fund also, है ना? तो how are you seeing, जैसे ब्लू टुकाई की आपने बात की, वर्मा बात की, कैसे how can people invest in startups if they don't want to direct in startups? And now I'm slightly pivoting towards what Nijen actually does and all that. So yeah.
So we have a AIF
Hmm.
structure.
Hmm.
It's a category 1 AIF.
Hmm.
So investors have to have a certain qualification
Okay.
before they can come into an AIF.
Hmm.
Recently, SEBI has changed the qualification. So, you have to be ideally be an accredited investor. You have that certificate, you can come on board. I don't want to market the fund. We are not a marketing kind of a fund, so I'll not talk about our fund as such. But I feel startups are beautiful. जो मज़ा आता है ना स्टार्टअप्स में इन्वेस्ट करने में, वो रेयरली यू गेट द सेम काइंड ऑफ किक इन बिल्ड इन एनीथिंग एल्स. लाइक जो कंपनी कुछ नया कर रहा है, समथिंग डिफरेंट, ही इज़ द इमर्जिंग चैम्पियन, आप उस पर पैसे लगा रहे हो, आप उसको हेल्प कर रहे हो, यू आर हेल्पिंग द एंटायर इकोसिस्टम कम अलॉन्ग, and there's a different kind of kick. Of course, returns, risk, they all high risk, high reward game. It is not a low. I mean, स्टॉक मार्केट में क्या, अगर आपका नहीं चला तो आप थोड़ा बहुत लॉस लेके आप एग्जिट कर सकते, लिक्विडिटी इज देयर. स्टार्टअप वर्ल्ड में अगर आपका नहीं चला तो आपका तो पूरा लॉस हो सकता है. सो यू हैव टू बी सो केयरफुल इन स्टार्टअप्स. Different people have different methods in investing in startups. We have a slightly different method. I prefer to not get involved very early. I prefer to bet on a emerging champion where I spoke about, let's say, Burma, because I thought that in a very, very, very difficult space, it does something different. While everybody in the restaurant space does centralized kitchen, processed food and so on, Burma makes food on the spot there, fresh ingredients. Customer today wants to eat fresh. People are going away from processed. No alcohol, purely vegetarian, still profitable. So for me, I like to bet. I say bet, invest and bet.
Yeah.
Startup made that word slightly changes to bet. No matter what it is eventually a mix between an investment and a bet. You're betting on the founder, you're betting on the founder's experience. So we have a huge SOP on what we want to do in startups. I have read so much and I've done historical checks on Y Combinator and things like that. What really worked? One data point is, I'll give away one of my secrets, but it's a very deep down data point that out of all the unicorns this is the US market data, of all the unicorns in the US over a period of last, let's say, 15 or 20 years or so, 74% of the founders were second time founders. I go with that data point. ऐसा नहीं कि first time founders can't do anything. Outliers are there. They'll also, for example, Zomato's first time founder.
Brilliant data point. Yeah.
But if I want to work with data, then I am looking for the second time founder. His first exit could have been a very basic exit. उसने 5 करोड़ में कंपनी बेची होगी अपनी. But he's gone through that initial, uske battle scars, he's got hit here, he has a scratch there, he's got, he's through the knife fight and come out alive, and now he has a better sense of what to do tomorrow. So we start with ideally a second time founder. But ऐसे बहुत सारे SOPs है जो आप मतलब बहुत सारे pointers है जो अगर आप सब ऐड कर दोगे, maybe your probability of winning slightly increases. It's still very risky, but maybe your odds increase a little.
कितने startups में invest किया हुआ आपने?
I think about 14 startups. We are very selective. मैं 200-300 देख के एक में इन्वेस्ट करता हूँ.
You've talked about Blue Tukai and Burma और कुछ you can share that ना, ये तो बता ही सकते हो.
They are unlisted.
कुछ बताओ उन लोगों के बारे में.
There is a company called R for Rabbit.
Oh yeah, of course.
So we are an investor in R for Rabbit. ये सारे जो इन्वेस्टमेंट हमने किए थे ना, लार्जली हमने कोविड के टाइम पे किए थे, जहाँ पर वैल्यूएशन एक्सपेक्टेशंस ड्रॉप बिकॉज पीपल वर लुकिंग एट सर्वाइवल. But if I talk about the last 1.5 years, I have done barely 1 or 2 investments because अभी तो सबको they want the earth and the moon in terms of valuations. But COVID के टाइम में हमने क्या किया? I just picked up the call and called a lot of my favorite brands. You want money? And they said yes. आज I did the same. For example, I'll give an example. I mean, it's funny. I don't even think I should say it, but I'll just say it. आज के तारीख में I called up Bougie Cafe because I think Bougie Cafe is the next potential big winner. उसका तो यार he is not replied back only to me. And even if he will reply, he will ask for crazy valuations. So startup investing today for traditional people like us who look at valuations also, it's become very difficult right now. Because we have our own due diligence parameters. आधे लोग तो ड्यू diligence पास नहीं करते, and अगर वो हो भी गया तो वैल्यूएशन में we are not able to meet midway. So there's a big issue. But startups में there are many things which I would consider to be my trade secrets which I would not want to talk to. एक तो मैंने बोल दिया second time founder, but ऐसे बहुत है. If you focus on the right way of investing in startups, I think good money can be made, but you have to be ready for the risk. पैसे जीरो भी हो सकते हैं. तो अगर आपका recurring cash flow है, let's say you earn 100 rupees per year, which you want to put in a investment portfolio. 100 rupees you want to put in investment. Maybe you put 10 rupees in startups. 15 if you are young.
एंड व्हाट इज ए क्वालिफिकेशन क्राइटेरिया, बिकॉज बहुत लोग वो आपके पास वो सीक्रेट सॉस तो होगी नहीं, सबके पास टाइम भी नहीं है, एज यू राइटली सेड, वो सिप कर रहे हैं. सो वो क्राइटेरिया क्या था कि समवन वांट्स टू इन्वेस्ट इन स्टार्टअप्स थ्रू योर AIF, तो वो क्या फंडा होता है?
We come under the SEBI regulations.
Okay.
Right. So
AIF is the alternative investment fund. ये होगा ना?
Yeah. So earlier it was, let's say, 2.5 crores as a net worth requirement, which has now been increased to, if I'm correct, 7.5 crores.
Okay, तो मतलब वो पर्सन जो आपके AIF 1 करोड़ के आसपास होता है ना, 1 करोड़?
नहीं, वो that is a category 3 AIF.
अच्छा, कैटेगरी. हाँ.
ये जो category 1 AIF, which is more towards startups.
Okay.
The net worth requirement of the person has
7.5 करोड़ होनी चाहिए मिनिमम.
7.5 crores होना चाहिए.
Okay.
Which I think initially I was unhappy when this new regulation came out, because I thought कि यार इससे तो how will we get new clients, how many people will survive, I mean how many people will qualify actually to. But over time I saw the wisdom of it, saying that कि यार I mean lot of people who should not be investing in startups are investing in startups. I'm conflicted on this, but I also feel that unfortunately a lot of these guys will go invest on their own. No, I mean you cannot stop them from investing. I mean you can stop them from coming into a fund, but they will invest on their own.
डायरेक्टली डाल दिया.
डायरेक्टली डाल देंगे, ड्यू डिलिजेंस जीरो होगी.
और मिनिमम टिकट साइज कितना होता है इसमें? कितना डाल सकते हैं 7.5 करोड़ की नेटवर्थ पे?
Earlier
कोई भी अमाउंट?
हाँ, कोई भी अमाउंट. Earlier there used to be कि 25 lakhs आपको कमिट करना है over 5 years. So think of it like 5 lakhs per year on average. But अभी वो once you become a accredited investor, now there is no such limit on how much.
फंडा तो यही है ना कि यार ऐसा ना हो कि लोगों का मिनिमम एक अकाउंट में होना चाहिए पैसा, ये ना हो कि सारा ही स्टार्टअप में चले जाए.
हाँ, that was
that's the idea,
that is the idea of the regulator. कि यार you don't want people to gamble with money, because while one Nijen must be there, or some other good companies must be there are lots of people who are just gambling, no? तो ऐसा ना हो जाए कि लोगों का बहुत सारा पैसा स्टार्टअप में डूब जाए. सो आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड वेयर द रेगुलेटर इज कमिंग फ्रॉम.
नीजन के बारे में समराइज कर दो कि आपका एक PMS फंड है, थोड़ा सा बता दो. मुझे पता है यू डोंट लाइक टॉकिंग अबाउट नीजन दैट मच.
आई स्टार्टेड ऑलमोस्ट 8 years ago with the PMS.
बता दो ना PMS क्या होता है, लोगों में थोड़ा आइडिया लग जाए.
ओके, सो PMS इज अ पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट स्कीम, जहाँ पर हम लिस्टेड स्टॉक्स बाय करते हैं.
आप नीजन बाय करता है वो लिस्टेड स्टॉक्स, करेक्ट,
ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ क्लाइंट. आपका ही पोर्टफोलियो मैनेज हो रहा है आपके नाम पे बेसिकली. हमारे पास पावर ऑफ अटर्नी है, हम बाय करते हैं आपके लिए. देन उसके बाद हमने स्टार्ट की द स्टार्टअप फंड, विच इज द कैटेगरी 1 AIF, जहाँ पर यू ज्वाइन आवर फंड, रजिस्टर ऑन द फंड, एंड वी प्रेजेंट अ ट्रांजैक्शन दैट ये स्टार्टअप है, जैसे लेट्स से R for Rabbit और वट एवर, एंड आप डिसाइड करोगे आपको इन्वेस्ट करना है कि नहीं.
तो यू विल क्लियरली टेल द नेम ऑफ द स्टार्टअप.
आई विल प्रेजेंट द आइडिया कि ये आइडिया है, इसके ये प्रोज एंड कॉन्स एंड एवरीथिंग.
उसमें से नीजन कितने पैसे लगाता है खुद?
नीजन ऑल्सो पुट्स मनी, डिपेंड्स ऑन ट्रांजैक्शन बाय ट्रांजैक्शन बेसिस. बट क्लाइंट इसमें क्या है ना कि ये नॉन डिस्क्रिशनरी होता है, जो क्लाइंट कैन डिसाइड. अगर उनको वो पर्टिकुलर स्टार्टअप पसंद नहीं आया, ही कैन से आई डोंट वांट दिस, आई विल वेट फॉर द नेक्स्ट डील. So this structure I thought was very good. Yeah, because I didn't want to take that startup risk on behalf of client कि यार कल को नुकसान हो गया तो यार I didn't want to be. हाँ, I want to be in a situation where I think this is a good startup. I am putting some money, but eventually भाई आप decide करो आपको इन्वेस्ट करना है कि नहीं और कितना करना है आप ही डिसाइड करो. So the Cat 1 structure, the category 1 AI structure is a beautiful structure if you ask me.
So that
That
was
was the
startup.
second, second for startups. Third is we have a AIF, category 3 AIF, where it's a mix of listed stocks and also unlisted stocks.
Okay. मतलब pre-IPO type?
Pre-IPO type. We don't typically do startups over there.
Okay.
To maintain liquidity.
इसमें भी
in the
कोई
fund.
नेटवर्क वगैरह है कि नहीं?
इसमें भी है.
Okay.
Risk profiling has to happen.
Okay.
But it's not as stringent as category 1 that.
So PMS would be a
50 lakh ticket size.
मिनिमम 50 लाख डालो, आप शेयर्स बाय करोगे and you will manage. That is what a PMS is.
In a category 3 AIF is similar. आप 1 करोड़ उधर मिनिमम है. बट यहाँ पर क्या होता है कि आपको डायरेक्ट ओनरशिप नहीं मिलती शेयर्स की, आपको यूनिट्स मिलती है. इट्स लाइक अ म्यूचुअल फंड इन दैट स्ट्रक्चर. आपको यूनिट्स मिलेंगे एंड द फंड विल ओन द शेयर्स एंड यू विल गेट यूनिट्स.
कुछ अपनी तारीफ भी तो कर दो यार, मतलब सबको पता. मतलब मैं आई हैव टू शेक यू टू टेल कि मतलब इतना मार्केट बीट कर चुके हो यार. वोलेटाइल टाइम में से भी जब लोगों ने कुछ भी कमाया नहीं, नीजन हैज बीटन सो मेनी इंडेक्स एंड मार्केट. तो कुछ तो तारीफ कर दो, कितना परसेंटेज रिटर्न दिया है इन्वेस्टर्स को. मुझे पता है दिस इज योर मोस्ट डिस्कम्फर्ट एरिया है, बट कुछ तो बता दे भाई.
नहीं, वो एक्चुअली इसमें क्या होता है ना कि मैं इसमें पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस और फ्यूचर परफॉर्मेंस का देयर इज नो कोरिलेशन.
अच्छा जब बता तो दे, पास्ट लोगों को बता तो दे कि कितना बीट किया नीजन ने.
वेल आई हैव द लास्ट 3 years डेटा. हमारे कुछ काम मैन्युफैक्चर, आई डोंट हैव द एग्जैक्ट डेटा, सो दैट हैज टू बी द फर्स्ट, बट इज अबाउट 26 और 28%.
मुझे मालूम है एग्जैक्टली कितना है. हाँ इतना ही है, 26-28% बीट
लास्ट 3 years में है एंड इट इज अहेड ऑफ इंडेक्स. मैं क्या बोलूँ, आई डोंट लाइक, आई फील वेरी अनकंफर्टेबल टॉकिंग अबाउट माई सेल्फ. बट आई थिंक इन्वेस्टर्स को, एज आई सेड, द होल पॉइंट इज नॉट द रिटर्न शायद 26 हो या 16 हो या 12 हो. द पॉइंट इज द सेविंग्स. कि आपको बिफोर यू गेट अ एक्सपेंस लाइंड अप, वो पैसे आपके डीमैट अकाउंट में चले जाने चाहिए. इट बिकम्स अ फायर वॉल. और ओवर टाइम ना आपके पैसे बढ़ जाते हैं फिर. तो वेदर यू डू PMS और वेदर यू डू एनी वे और अ म्यूचुअल फंड और वट एवर, आपका ना एक ये कल्चर हो जाना चाहिए घर के अंदर. एंड बच्चों को सिखाओ बहुत जल्दी.
कितना परसेंटेज होना चाहिए? अगर किसी की ₹1,00,000 सैलरी है तो 50,000 सैलरी.
अभी ये क्या है, दिस इज डिपेंड्स फ्रॉम पीपल टू.
फिर भी आपको क्या लगता है, कोई थंब रूल बताओ?
जितना हो सके उतना, जितना भी सेव कर पाओ.
कोरिलेशन ऑफ एक्सपेंसेस ना. तो मतलब बट मिनिमम कितना होगा? 20%, 20% तो होना ही चाहिए.
अगर पूरा ही डाल सकते हो तो पूरा ही डाल दो. इट्स अ वेरी गुड हैबिट. Volatility is there, but that's why you diversify. You own a little bit of debt, you own a little bit of equity, but you must put it in financial savings one way or the other. One critical point is literacy. We have educational literacy, but ना सब अपने bubble में, मतलब no actual financial literacy. People come to us कि यार उम्र हो गई है 50. What is your net worth? Barely anything. क्यों भाई? Because at every given point of time when you got increment, you've not invested your money from a young age. आज के तारीख में हम हमारे बच्चों के लिए भी कर रहे हैं SIP. Our kids are going to thank us. Not only us, I'm talking about the middle income people also. They are doing a remarkable job. I mean, a lot of people are doing investments for their kids. And the earlier you start, and even as I said, the returns are secondary. वो तो चलो नसीब में जितना है उतना है. But what is in your hand कि आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो. ये जो बच्चे हैं ना, they will not need to work. Lot of these portfolios, if they compound at 8% also for the next 30-40 years, बच्चों का career is meaningless. Whether he succeeds or not, but he will remember one thing, boss, my mom and dad did this for me, they are legends for me. Same can't be said of the previous generation, but the same can be said of this generation. It is the most important thing right now to teach our children about investing. जो सिखाना है नहीं सिखाना है मत सिखाओ, बट इन्वेस्टिंग के बारे में बात करना चालू कर लो with your children. I try my best to do that.
एंड यू डोंट टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्रीवियस जनरेशन, यू डोंट टॉक अबाउट गोल्ड सिल्वर, जो हालात चल रहे हैं लास्ट 2 साल में, गोल्ड बढ़ गया, क्रैश हो गया, सिल्वर बढ़ गया,
नहीं
आपकी एक्सपर्टीज नहीं उसमें?
सी पर्सनली मेरे हिसाब से एन एसेट, व्हाट्स एन एसेट? एन एसेट इज समथिंग दैट produces something. Like I would want to be involved in an investment that produces something, taki if the price of the asset goes sideways, at least I have a yield, a rental yield. So if you talk about even a coffee estate, rental yield kitna hoga uska coffee produce, maybe it's 5-7%. But if the price of the land doesn't go up, at least mujhe utna to aa raha hai. So personally if you ask me, stocks, bonds, direct ownership of gold is not for me, but it's worked for the last, I don't know, 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Why not? So it should be part of your allocation eventually at some point. Maybe depends on who you are and what your expectations are. 10% डाल दो gold में. But it should be a diversified mix of everything. As I again come back, it's not important what you own and how much you earn. It's important what your habits are. Eventually your future is decided by your habits. So saving is a habit. Saving plus investment is the habit that you must have. उसके बाद दुनिया गई भाड़ में, जो भी हो रहा है, आपका bamboo forest is, you are making it, and eventually one day it will become huge and you will wonder कि यार मैंने क्या चमत्कार कर गया, मैं average guy, I don't know how this has happened.
इंडिया का फेवरेट व्यापारी कौन है आपका? नील का फेवरेट इंडियन बिजनेसमैन कौन है?
I said already, Mr. Vellayan.
फेवरेट guy and favorite company, Indian company that you really love? यार कमाल है यार, you're a big fan of that company.
बहुत है,
बहुत 3 बता दो.
Like I would say a very interesting choice in this case, let's say Razorpay. The work they have done,
new age company पकड़ी,
complete revolutionize कर दिया. Razorpay I think is a pretty amazing company. What else is in the bracket of great? I would say NSE. There are, but you caught me off guard there, but there are a kind of businesses which I like. But Razorpay
ट्रेडिशनल नाम नहीं ले रहे आप, है ना? मतलब जो ट्रेडिशनल नाम है, मतलब यू नॉट टेकिंग दैट सेंसेक्स वाले, निफ्टी वाले नाम.
No, I would also, yeah, I mean, if you ask me, I think Reliance has done a great job. I think Ultratech has done a great job. JSW has done a very good job. All these guys are captains of the industry, right?
Yeah.
But I can only talk about the people where I think I am closely monitoring at the moment. So Mr. Vellayan, CG Power is a very good story, I feel, in that sense. I am not invested, so that's why I can say. But I think he's a champion guy.
नीजन का क्या विजन है? नीजन आज कितने AUM कितना हो गया? 3,000 करोड़ हो गए?
It's about 2,500 crores across all our funds.
Okay, AIF, PMS में लाके 2,500 करोड़ हो गए. तो क्या होगा? क्या, व्हाट्स योर टारगेट? AUM टारगेट होता है कि रिटर्न टारगेट होता है? व्हाट इज योर फोकस? कि कुछ भी टारगेट नहीं है?
कुछ भी टारगेट नहीं है, ये तो मजाक मस्ती में ऐसा हो गया है. Today it's becoming a serious thing because now even the company, at some point starts getting valuable. So my job is only to be serious right now. ये सब जो साइड शो है वो होते रहेगा. We don't intend to do IPO or something like that, right? So I don't care about. I just want to do a good job for the people who trusted in me when I was no one. So I don't want to be in a game of garnering AUM और कल ऐसा मतलब go rapid marketing the fund and garner such a AUM where it becomes mathematically impossible for us to create alpha, or not create alpha but to do stock picking. आपको stock picking के लिए what are the core ingredient? That your fund should be small size, not small size but decent size, where a small cap you can buy meaningfully. But if I am thousands of crores of AUM, the game changes on what I'm going to buy. So I would love to be a stock picker. So
but बढ़ेगा यार, AUM भी तो बढ़ ही रहा है. कहाँ 10 साल पहले, 7-8 साल पहले हम यार दोस्तों आपको देख रहे हैं, आपकी जर्नी. मतलब 2,500 करोड़ AUM में यार मजाक थोड़ा यार, मतलब इट इज अ,
हाँ, but as I said, मजाक मस्ती in the sense is not truly मजाक मस्ती, but मैंने कभी सोचा ही नहीं उसके बारे में. I just thought
बट
कि
ऐसे विजन
ethically
नहीं
काम
बनाया हुआ
करना है.
2030 तक 10,000 करोड़ होना चाहिए. You don't
नहीं,
think like
there is
that.
no vision. There is no vision that way. The vision is कि यार SOPs,
Strong होने चाहिए.
सिस्टम्स, प्रोसेसेस, एवरी साइकिल में क्या लर्निंग होना है. हमने ना अभी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ की कि हमने AI इंटीग्रेट कर लिया, तो हमारा डेटा भी हम एनालाइज करते हैं कि यार मिस्टेक्स कहाँ हो रही है आपकी.
So the report that you get is all AI driven, etc.
Not in that sense AI driven, but we are analyzing our data with the help of AI. So I am identified in this last cycle where my mistakes have been, and that have been documented, and we have run a very huge simulation,
And that's an internal document, ना मतलब.
internal document, for my own purposes.
अच्छा यार, जो यंग बच्चे देख रहे हैं, बड़ा कुछ आपने बता दिया, लेकिन कोई एडवाइस दे दो लास्ट बिफोर वी कंक्लूड दिस अमेजिंग कन्वर्सेशन.
I've been in market for a while now. 25 years हो गए almost market में. I think एक advice तो बहुत है, because there cannot be only one advice. It's a continuation of an advice which have different legs on it. One is कि do not unduly stress yourself. थोड़ा life, take it easy, right? More important is to learn a little from all your experiences. I have realized over time कि यार काश मैं 20 साल की उम्र में ये नहीं किया होता मैंने मिस्टेक. No. You learn from your mistake is very important. The key part of growth is to learn from your mistake. Do not make the same mistake twice is the mantra. After that, as I said, investing तो करना ही है no matter what. The saving culture is very very important. गाड़ी, phone, ये सब वो सब, it should not be. I know it's very easy for someone to say, but it should. For example, मैं घड़ी नहीं पहनता. It's a symbolic. मेरी गाड़ी अभी 18 साल पुरानी हो गई है. आई एम स्टिल यूजिंग द कार विच इज ऑलमोस्ट 17 years old.
कौन सी गाड़ी चलाते हो?
इज अ BMW, yes, 5 series, बट वो 2008 से लेके अब तक वही
Same है.
गाड़ी है. आई कैन बाय एनी कार आई वांट, बट एंड ऐसा नहीं कि आई एम अ माइजर. आई स्पेंड ऑन थिंग्स विच वेयर आई फाइंड वैल्यू, बट आई डोंट want to do unnecessary vanity, and it's just to remind myself. But for a young person, your habits today will decide what you become tomorrow. And the world is going through such a technological J curve. Technology is advancing so rapidly. कल को क्या है क्या नहीं है किसी को नहीं मालूम. You know, we have entered in a zone where there is no, 10 साल बाद दुनिया क्या होगी, 15 साल के बाद क्या होगी. No one literally can say give this answer right now, no matter who they are. So if that is going to be the case, then what you need to do today? Enjoy life. You're going to miss your 20s. आप जो अपना 20s मिस करोगे ना यार, there's going to be the, so enjoy life. Start creating your bamboo forest. वो आज आप डालोगे SIP 15,000 20,000 जो भी कर रहे हो, आज नहीं लगेगा आपको कुछ उधर, बट आपको 10 20 25 साल 30 40 साल में जो बन जाएगा ना, you will say boss, you've just done the greatest thing ever. So if your parents have already done an SIP for you, and if you are going to inherit that portfolio, dare not sell it.
Wow.
Dare not sell it. Even for parents, सब ट्रस्ट में डाल दो फिर उसके बाद बच्चों को, because the first thing they will do is they will sell the thing if they don't have the understanding of investing. ट्रस्ट में डाल के पास ऑन करो, ताकि वो अगले 50 साल तक भी वही सेम चलता रहे, ताकि the kids or their wives or their divorce cannot end this. So very very important. The advice is multi-pronged. It can't be a single advice.
Awesome. I'll conclude it in one, and I think this is not a slightly biasness is there when I speak to you, because I've known you since now बहुत साल हो गए, but I think I feel, Neil, in a sector which is so फ्रेजाइल, जब पैसा तो फ्रेजाइल है, इसको ट्रस्ट करने में लिए टाइम लगता है. आई फील दैट, मुझे पता है तेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगेगा जो मैं बोलूँगा, बट आई फील वाई पीपल लव यू इज़ बिकॉज of high ethics and integrity, and I think that is why Nijen has grown where it is today, is your absolute non-negotiable on ethics and integrity. That is why Neil is whatever. हम तो बोल सकते हैं, बहुत सालों से देख रहे हैं, and I wish you all the best यार. बहुत मज़ा आया conversation. I really hope this conversation, a lot of young people get inspired, they start investing, and यार लोग निकले यार अपने पॉवर्टी से आहिस्ता आहिस्ता निकले, थोड़ा थोड़ा पैसा बनाएं, एंड एवरीबडी शुड हैव दैट फ्रीडम यार. मनी इज अ फ्रीडम, इज अ फैसिलिटेटर. सो थैंक यू भाई.
No, but I must also thank you for inviting me. That is obvious. But I think आप जो काम कर रहे हो, that should also not go unnoticed. आप ये जो access to various different personalities for the overall public, let's say, कितना कुछ सीखने को मिला होगा from all the podcasts you must have done. So I think we must all congratulate you also कि आप जो काम कर रहे हो, because you are a busy guy. आपका जो actual business हो कुछ और है. I mean, आप तो power sector के one of the big players हो, but आप जो ये काम कर रहे हो, it's very good for overall. You are doing a good service.
Thank you, bhai. Thank you for doing this, yaar. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.